last time...
Still in the middle of their favor to the cleric Dimitri for bringing Dave back to life, Galaxy and Mimi find Sir White Klaus in the dungeon under the temple. They also find a portal leading to the abyss. Girls manage to battle the demons back into the portal. Galaxy is able to close it, and the girls are able to deliver White back to Dimitri safe and sound.
I'm terrified of elevators. I'm going to start taking steps to avoid them.
Dungeons and Dragons and Daughters.
Welcome, everyone, to another...
Tubular
episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Daughters. I am Kurt, Daddy the Dungeon Master, and Dungeons and Dragons and Daughters. We are a 5th edition actual play podcast. I'm Kurt, Daddy the Dungeon Master, and to my left we have
Sam. I play Mimi, our favorite druid and the leader of our squad, and to my left we have
Birdie, who plays Galaxy, and you are not the leader. We are all equal except for Dave.
So just the two of us.
I am the most powerful, with quotations, elf wizard in the world. Also, I have someone named Boom, and he's amazing.
Bokbok.
And to your left we have...
And to my left we have...
And I'm Matt, super excited to be back playing Dave, everybody's favorite halfling cleric.
Not favorite.
He's your favorite.
Honestly, I think Boom's the leader.
Are you?
Yeah, personally,
He's the most decisive
Are
person
you
in
serious?
the group, I think.
Wait.
Well, he listens to me.
Hold up.
Well, that's a good point.
Hold up. Are you sure everybody...
Everybody who counts.
You don't count.
But I'm the only one who takes charge in this group.
I'm the most powerful.
Except
Takes charge of
when
silliness.
me and Galaxy hide in her hobo hut, and then you're out there fighting.
Yep. Or when you melded into stone while Galaxy and Dave fought a giant.
I'm like, see ya.
And you were just like, I need a nap.
I need to regain my strength, the quotations.
Well, I am the leader because I say I am.
You know, that's often how that goes.
Yeah, that's half of being a leader.
Yeah.
It's just saying you're the leader.
I'm the leader.
You know what? I'm the leader. No, actually, he's the leader because... Yeah.
I mean, he is the dungeon master.
No, what if the end of this campaign, he's the real evil person who we're trying to battle?
Who, Dave?
The dungeon
The
master.
dungeon master. Well, in a sense, that is true.
We'll just like... I'll take a picture of you. You have to post it online, and I'll print it, and I'll cut it out and put it on the dragon.
Oof.
And that's yeah.
A dragon with my face on it. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
Hey, it's like Boom.
No, we don't. Have you seen Matt? Have
All
you
right.
seen Boom?
Matt, it's been a very long time since you've been with us. Welcome back.
I don't know where Boom
and it's been a very long time since we've played. This year, we've been terrible at being on a regular schedule. And we're going into Christmas, the holiday seasons. So, thank you to everyone for keeping with us. We're trying to get back onto a regular schedule, but, hey, life gets in the way, but we're going to keep putting them out. So, a couple housekeeping items. A couple more 5-star reviews. This one is from Dice Tower Theater. A table successful.
Ooh, theater.
Having fun, this is a great way to spend family time and seriously sounds like a great table to have fun at. I'm new to it, but looking forward to more episodes on my commute. Thank you, Dice Tower Theater. And then we also had one from Happy Go Lucky, getting to the heart of roleplay. Ultimately, roleplaying is about family. Might be your extended family or building lifelong friendships when an actual family shares their love for stories and each other with the world like this. Lovely show. It's well worth your time to take a listen. Keep rolling, girls. Thank you, Happy Go Lucky.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Very nice.
All right. And then the last thing I wanted to throw out, girls... We had someone buy a t-shirt from us.
Oh,
I keep forgetting to bring this up.
yeah, you told
if
me.
you want a T-shirt with our lovely black and purple Dungeons and Dragons and Daughters logo on it, go to our website dungeonsdragonsdaughters.com and look for the little T-shirt link on the lower left-hand side of the website, and that will bring you to a site where you can order a T-shirt or a hoodie or a baseball jersey. I think we've got blankets and pillows. It's just basically everything that they have that you can
With
slap
our
a
logo
picture
on,
on.
yeah.
It has got our logo on it. So
Yeah, if you want to like cozy up listening to Dungeons and Dragons and Daughters with your Dungeons and Dragons pillow and blanket and a unicorn butt backpack.
we don't. Well, they do have backpacks, but it's not a unicorn butt backpack. That should be our next thing that we need to.
We
need to put
And we
out.
also need to make a Mr. Bokbok plushie.
Mr. Bokbok plushie.
And we also need to make
Boom.
a shirt named Surfer Boy.
Okay. Well, speaking of Mr. Bokbok, let's play Dungeons and Dragons.
I like how we start. Is that like your theme
I always
music?
hear the music because I'm used. I like.
It's
to listen
it's
to
the
podcast.
dramatic.
Yeah.
That's
beats.
your theme music?
No. It's there's dramatic beats after I say let's play Dungeons and Dragons that I throw into the recording.
And I love
Okay,
it.
that's great.
And I just love it.
That's how you know we mean business.
That's right.
We mean,
I
we mean buttocks.
We mean
I
buttocks.
feel very sad that I don't know that. I feel like I really should.
Yeah, we don't-
Yeah, it's like it happens in like the first 2 minutes of every single episode.
I know,
Yeah.
but we don't listen to them. We play them.
Yeah, I'd rather play it than listen to me.
You don't ever.
Except if it's my recording, then I'll watch.
It is your recording. You're in every recording.
No, when I got my teeth pulled.
Oh, that one. Okay.
If I have to watch something that I was in or I did, I'd watch that.
Yeah, the girl's mom made a great recording of Sam when she was
She
still on
wouldn't
that
let me go to
anesthesia
sleep.
after getting her teeth pulled.
I bet that was awesome.
It was
She
amazing.
wouldn't let me fall asleep.
Yeah, she was kind of mean. She just kept messing with her and talking to her. All right, now I kind of feel like I have to say, let's play Dungeons and Dragons again. I'll play the sound effect there. All right, so
Enter subtitle.
all right, so a couple of things of where we were at. So real quick, it's been about a week since our last adventure in the game.
Okay.
It's been like a month since we last played, but it's been about a week in the game. You girls and Dave are still in the city of Miam. Dave has fully recovered after Dimitri, the cleric of Bahamut, had brought him back to life. And this is also after you had rescued Sir Wyatt Class
Oh, I remember him.
from the dungeons underneath the Temple of Bahamut.
I'm sad. Where's my butterfly costume?
You have your butterfly costume.
What
So,
about my egg worth of
That's
fast?
right. That was part of the payment, right?
yes.
Okay, I need you to take
I
a
love
picture
playing
of
D&D
my.
with you girls. It's amazing.
I need you to take a picture of my drawing and post it on Twitter to show my costume what it's supposed to look like
Okay.
in my drawing.
Okay.
Where's my egg
that
that's
dra-
worth
I love that
1,000
drawing.
coins?
Okay, so in this week, we'll say that that
really
Dimitri gave it to you, and you cast that spell. Because how long does it take to cast that spell? It's like a couple of hours, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Which spell was it?
I already had it prepared.
Okay.
And
What's the name of the spell?
What
It's
spell
like
are you casting, Mimi?
Awaken.
it's awakened. Okay, I got it. It takes 8 hours.
Okay,
So that's some heavy duty magic.
that is heavy duty
No, I
magic.
need to
That's gonna
stay
do
there for
something
8
big.
hours touching the chicken instead.
So, but you had a week, during your time at Miam. You're still there right now, and during that week, we'll say that you cast this spell, and you cast it on Mr. Bokbok.
So what is he sentient now?
He is sentient
That
now.
no, what happens-
So
what happens?
Awesome.
No, what happens is Mr. Bokbok, he just gets these really oversized glasses that suddenly appear over his
They're
eyes.
like the Coke bottle glasses that like magnify his eyes to look really big.
Yes, that'd be amazing.
So listen to the description of this spell. All right,
Okay.
the target gains an intelligence of 10.
Nice.
The target also gains the ability to speak one language you know. If the target is a plant, it gains the ability to move its limbs, roots, vines, creepers, and so forth, and it gains senses similar to humans. Your GM chooses statistics appropriate for the awakened plant, such as the statistics of the awakened shrub or the awakened tree. The awakened beast or plant is charmed by you for 30 days or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. When the charm condition ends, the awakened creature chooses whether to remain friendly to you based on how you treated it while it was charmed.
I love this spell.
I
I'm gonna be so mad.
I was already thinking that. I'm like, man, you're gonna have trouble being nice to that chicken.
And I forgot to come up with a voice for Mr. Bokbok.
Mr. Bokbok.
Oh, boy.
His name is. Hey there, I'm Mr. Bokbok.
I was thinking more along the lines of like, hello, this is Mr. Bokbok.
No, I think it should be high pitched.
I love it. I
He should
love
be
it.
like, hello, I'm Mr. Bokbok.
Hello, this is Mr. Bokbok.
Yes.
You want that to be? Oh, yeah. That's not going to hurt anyone's eardrums listening.
No, yes, hello, I'm Mr. Bokbok.
All right, so Mr. Bokbok comes into being. He's got glasses now for some reason.
Does he have a tie?
Part of the spell.
No tie.
No, he's got a pocket protector.
Yeah. No,
Hi, Mimi. I'm Mr. Bokbok.
Would you like to come on adventures with us?
Absolutely, wherever you want to go.
Okay.
You're my best friend.
Yes. Yes, I am.
All right.
Would you like some bread?
Absolutely.
I don't have bread.
Oh, well, that's okay. We should go find some.
Yeah, let's go buy bread.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
I go up and buy bread.
Mimi and Bokbok forever.
I think 30 days. I buy bread.
Okay, you're gonna go buy bread. Okay. All right, so a couple things before you go out shopping.
I want to buy bread.
We'll get
Let
to
me
that.
buy my bread.
Let me describe the scene.
Can we buy some bread?
My gosh.
I want bread.
I know you want bread. Mr. Bokbok wants bread.
You want bed? I don't want bed. I want bread.
You're gonna go to bed.
That sounds lovely. I want to take a nap.
All right,
right now.
so hold
This
on.
episode.
Okay, so Dave has made a complete recovery. Sir Wyatt has made a complete recovery as well because he was pretty hurt and injured in the dungeons underneath the temple.
Yes.
In the last week as well, after you have made Mr. Bokbok sentient, there have also been reports of other portals, abyssal portals opening up throughout the city. And so Dimitri had asked the three musketeers if you could bring more musketeers into the city to help out because you were so effective in shutting down the one portal that you encountered. If the musketeers could come in and help out the city guard with the other portals that are springing up. So not all, but a lot of the musketeers have come in. So specifically Ian, Jed, Betha, and Orsic.
Why all the ones we care about?
Why all the ones you care about? Because I'm going to kill them all.
Where's my chips and salsa? No, Beth.
Wait, has Betha forgiven you yet for
No.
eating all her chips and salsa? Can you, why don't you roll a charm for me? Let's see if she's, or maybe not a charm, what is it on there? It's,
I want to
I mean,
buy
persuasion
bread.
is probably the closest to charm.
yeah.
Dad, can I buy-
Let's just do a straight up charisma check.
Dad, can I have some bread?
In a second.
Charisma? I'm terrible at charisma. Oh, ooh, 19.
Oh, okay. What's your charisma modifier?
+0.
+0, okay. Straight up 19.
Pretty
Okay.
good.
I think there's enough time that's gone by.
Oh.
She's like, Galaxy, it's cool that you ate all my chips and salsa. I got more. You can't have any, but I got more.
Finally.
Thank you. I will read.
It takes a long time to make salsa.
Absolutely.
No,
There are no
you know
food
you can
processors.
you can just write the salsa in your inventory, right? Did you know that?
What's my inventory?
Your backpack. Just write something in your backpack and it appears. Watch.
I don't have access to that kind of magical abilities like you do,
watch
Galaxy.
this.
I'm not a
Shit.
super powerful cheating wizard like you.
Watch this. Ready? Chip.
Are you no? You're writing that in
That's
pen?
a pen.
Salsa.
That means she has permanent chips and salsa.
Perma chips and salsa.
See? Oh my gosh, just look at my backpack. Oh my gosh, the chips and salsa is here.
Okay, moving on.
Can I buy bread now?
Hold on. Okay. So, Guy is there as well. We haven't heard from Guy. I haven't had an opportunity to work Guy in as much, but you've seen him around the city and around the temple.
Can I please buy bread?
He still has his USMC green T-shirt on, but it's a little more worn out now and a little more greasy. The handprint of him like wiping oil and grease on his belly is much more prominent than it was before.
Please, please,
But he still has his odd-looking helmet on his head. Blondie is there as well. Blondie's been.
Please don't be there. Please don't be there. Please don't be there.
Greg is not there.
Oh, yes!
Greg is not there.
No, and then we go to the bread shop. Hi there, Galaxy.
He's like Kirk. He's like Kirk from Gilmore Girls. Like he has every job.
Right.
Me and Mr. Bokbok holding hands go up to the bread shop.
Oh, you're gonna have a child.
Hello, can I buy some bread?
Okay, so Mr. Bokbok extends his wing up as high as he can, so because you're quite a bit taller, but he lets you hold the couple of feathers on the end of his wing.
Hey,
That sounds
don't forget
adorable.
to hand him the money. Can we buy 1 loaf of bread, please?
You
Make
sure
that
can.
make that
Yep.
20.
20
Make
loaves.
that 20.
20 loaves of bread.
No, 1 loaf of bread.
Can you please do that for me?
1 loaf of bread. Okay.
And
1 loaf of bread. That will be that would actually be like 10 copper.
So 10
copper.
gold?
Sure, 10 gold.
No, 5 gold. That's 5 gold.
1 gold. 1 gold, just to keep the math simple.
Well, and then now you got a real happy baker on your hands.
Yeah, you tipped him
Gave
really,
him a
really well.
Huge tip.
Yeah, so the baker's super happy now because you give him a huge tip because you can't be bothered to make change.
Just keep.
Just
I don't have
$100
time for
bills
that.
everywhere you go.
Right.
So he's really happy. So maybe you could ask him some questions or get some information out of him.
Where's the pet shop?
There is no pet shop around here.
What?
Can you build a pet shop?
There is a across the street is Paulvin's Plentiful Potions. If you're interested in that,
Is there a magical store?
Paulvin's Plentiful Potions has magic in them.
But is there magical things?
I'm not aware of a magical store anywhere.
I'll give you 200 gold if you build a pet shop right now.
Are you trying to bribe me? Is that what just happened? Are you trying to bribe the DM to make
I'll give you 50 gold if you build a pet shop right now.
You don't know. The Miam is a huge city, so you're sure there's one somewhere. It's just you don't know where it's at. So you could spend some time looking for one if you wanted to.
We go look for the pet shop.
Okay. Dave, I'm assuming you're with them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, because you said he's all recovered, so he doesn't have to be in bed or anything.
Dave, you should get a pet. I think you should get a pet frog.
I'm not very good at taking care of pets. To be honest with you. Plus, I think I kind of have my hands full with you girls.
You should get a parrot.
Wait, did you just call the girls your pets?
You have a pet.
I love you just shrugs.
No, you should get a parrot. They're like, Galaxy's stupid. No, Mimi's stupid.
Plus, I have Amaretto.
Yeah, but
She's kind of like a pet.
Who's Amaretto?
My pony.
I have one.
They're lost. They died.
Well, but they always come back eventually.
They don't.
Okay, yeah.
So,
They're blessed by Michigan.
Dad, so I have
Michigan.
one pet. I have a tiny ginger. I have a best friend, Mr. Bokbok, and
Mr. Bokbok!
I want to get an elephant so Mr. Bokbok can ride the elephant.
No, you should get a mini horse.
So, like, Mr. Bokbok gets to me, like,
All right, let's see if there's a pet shop. Can you roll a d20 for me?
please.
I'll do it too. I'll do it too.
No, I get advantage.
I got natural 20. Natural 20.
No, I told Sam to roll it. Sam, what did you get? What was the first roll?
16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good,
Pretty good
actually.
roll, yeah.
That's pretty good.
But you're going to say, like, I need a 20 to get.
No, again, this is a big city.
need a 20 to get it.
No, you find a pet shop. Yep. You find a pet shop.
Greg.
But no, Greg's not there. He can't. He runs every shop in Mount Olympus. He doesn't run every shop everywhere.
So basically, his cameras, and if Galaxy or Mimi or Dave walks by, he just scurries to the shop and is there, I guess?
So, but before you enter the shop, can you roll a perception check
Can
for
I just get my darn elephant?
me? All right. What's the name of this pet shop?
Well,
This is
click claw.
Pawn Claws.
no. Well, it's Uncharted Pets and Animals.
Paws and Oz.
Can I buy an elephant?
Baby elephant.
All right, let's see if
Baby
they
elephant,
have an
nice.
elephant.
That's an exotic pet story. It is Uncharted.
It is Uncharted.
Aw.
They do not have a baby elephant.
I didn't say baby. I said elephant.
Okay.
Such a mini elephant.
All right. Let's see if they have an elephant.
No, do they have a baby elephant? Before I said elephant, but now I say baby.
Well, he already rolled for baby.
I already rolled for baby. They do actually have an elephant.
Is it a tiny one? Please, 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 please.
Let's see how big he is. He is super tiny. Yeah, it's kind of a stunted
It's like a
growth.
dwarf
No, no,
elephant.
yeah.
It sounds
How tall
awesome.
is it?
Well, I mean, it's still a full-grown elephant.
I
so
know, but how tall is it?
it's still like 8 feet tall. What is that? I can't tell if that's too big or too small.
I can't either.
It's gonna be Mr. Bokbok. Sorry.
It's gonna be Mr. Bokbok.
No, Sam. Say if there's any like mini horses.
Actually, what is the typical size of an elephant? Is 8 feet too big?
No, I'd say if anything, it's too small. But it also depends on the type of elephant. I think that elephants from India are typically smaller than elephants from Africa.
We want the one from India.
The Asian elephant,
Yeah.
8.9 feet on average, and the African bush elephants, average of 11 feet.
Hey, I nailed it. So then, yeah, I would say that if 8.9 is the average, then 8 would definitely be
Okay.
normal.
Yeah, so it's the Asian elephant that's 8 feet tall.
Can I breed
Nice.
elephants to make a baby?
You need 2 elephants to breed.
You have 2, right?
Yes, but they're both male. I'm just throwing roadblocks in front of her every
I
chance
love
I
it.
get. I keep ruining all
You're
her
just-
plans.
You know what you're doing? You're spurring creativity.
I want a baby elephant.
You want a baby?
She'll give you all her money for a baby elephant.
Okay.
I will give you.
Wait. Okay. So they have one 8-foot elephant. That's we'll say it is a male elephant, and the second. Let's see if they have a second elephant. They do have a second elephant, and this one's female. Yeah.
Just say, can I just see these 2 elephants?
No, can I
for a
breed?
second?
If I breed your elephants and I take the baby, I will give you. How much would you ask for that?
10,000 gold.
Dad!
Dad! That being so mean.
Well, you don't have to pay it right now.
Oh.
You just pay it when the baby comes along. And how long does an elephant stay pregnant for? I think it's a really long time.
Yeah, they have a long gestation period. I think it's at least like 11
12
months.
years later. Oh my
maybe even
gosh,
more.
the baby's born. You're hurting a
I
little
just
girl's
I love all this
feelings.
stuff that we're learning about elephants right now.
Same.
It's
Fun facts with
18
Galaxy.
to 22 months, so it could be another 2 years before
I know,
this
but
baby's
the
ready.
female's already like 22 months pregnant. She's about to have the
All right.
Order that baby
All right.
elephant right now.
All right, let's see if she's pregnant.
That's about to pump out.
I'd give it. Okay, so if they had a male and a female that was together, there's probably a good chance that it was going to happen. I'll give it about a 50-50 shot. So actually, why don't you roll it for me? Roll a 20-sider, and if it's a 10 or higher, this elephant is pregnant already.
13.
13. Okay, she is pregnant now.
Now let's see how long it is.
Now roll another 20-sider, and let's see how many months along she is.
Can it be weeks? Can it be weeks?
Oh, Dad.
If you get a 20, then it's going to happen any time.
Yeah.
It's a 5% chance.
This is very fair.
Can I roll 2?
No, you can't. You can't have advantage on this.
I got a 16.
What was it? You picked it up.
This is
Tell me what the number is, otherwise it's just going to be a 1. Was it a 1?
19.
It was a 19?
Pick it up
Complaining
again
about
right
a 19?
away.
I know, but that means I have to wait.
You have to wait 1
Well,
month.
you'd have to wait no matter what, even if you roll a 20, because it could
Can
be
I
up to
just
22.
come out really early?
Here, I'll just do a little potion. Here,
I'll push it out.
Galaxy uses Mage Hand to pull the baby out.
to breathe.
Baby elephants are some of the most adorable creatures on the planet.
This is a very learning moment, kids.
Galaxy uses her wizard spells to induce labor.
Yeah, Yes, this is what you should do if you have magic.
She does have Big B's hand now, so she does have a magical hand that would be big enough to deliver an
Big
elephant
Bee,
baby.
baby.
And strong enough.
Yeah.
Big bee. Pull it out. Pull the baby out.
No.
No.
Wee, unless you want to miss it. She's having the
still
baby right
gestating.
now.
You just have to wait a month, and then you got a baby elephant.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But you do have to come up with 10,000 gold in a month.
Yeah. How much gold do you have, Mimi?
I have 1,000.
Whoa, you must have gone on a spending spree. I feel like
And
the
you
last time I was
still-
here.
And she
You have a
still
lot more.
owes money from.
we don't.
Yeah, that's true. You girls do own.
No,
actually, no, that's right. It was forgiven. So you have the 2,000 gold loan that Doc had given to you to bring back Dave, but because you helped out Dimitri, he forgave that 2,000 gold donation. So you have an extra 2,000 gold right now, but you do have to pay that back.
Will you do?
Are you gonna try and haggle with him? Is that what's happening now?
No, you said copper. What about 500 gold?
No, it's 10,000
No, you
gold.
said 10,000 copper.
No, I said gold.
No.
All right, roll a persuasion.
16.
That's pretty good. Well, you add something to it.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I just want a baby elephant.
All right. He's like,
Oh my gosh, there's a baby elephant down the street.
So the guy comes out. He's like, okay, because I don't have it right now, and we don't know if it's gonna be super healthy or anything like that. So you're buying goods basically sight unseen. I'll give it to you for 6,000. That's like a 40% discount.
Huge discount.
Can you change it to 3,000?
I kind of picture you as kind of like the shopkeeper helper next to the guy, just like chiming in, like trying to help out and
I
talking
need to
them
keep
into
my
this
mouth
purchase. She haggles. He comes down in price. The
Back him
helper's
up,
like,
yeah.
that's a really good offer. He doesn't do this every day.
How about I will give you?
Is there another pet shop around here?
Not another one with elephants.
Can we look for Mount
I will give you a healing potion if I can get the elephant, and then I will also.
You have a month. That's plenty of time to get your hands on more gold. In fact, that was going to be part of this adventure because as you come out of the pet store, there's a seedy-looking man, a little guy. He's probably like
Okay, fine. You have yourself a deal. I will give you 5,000 gold.
6,000.
That was slick.
Okay.
5,000.
Roll another persuasion. See if you can slip that in.
5,000.
It's like, fine, I'll give you 5.
That's what No, make it 3,000.
No. 5,000. It's like he catches the slip and he gives you a look. And he sticks his hand out and he shakes it.
5,000 gold.
5,000 gold for a baby
unborn
elephant.
baby elephant that I will have
It can be a misfit.
Oh, misfit. Mr. Backpack, in a month you will have a baby elephant to ride.
Oh, thanks, baby. I can't wait.
In the sunset. I will get you a cowboy hat and then we can pop that.
A cowboy hat. Can I get like a little? Can I get like a little holster too?
I will get
This
you.
is gonna be so awesome.
No, wait.
Can I get chicken cowboy boots?
I asked the shopkeeper, do you have a full cowboy outfit for a chicken?
And no, you're gonna have to go to a costume shop for that, or a tailor.
Is there a costume shop?
There's a tailor, sure.
Please?
Yep. Yep. There's a tailor.
Okay, I go up there. I'm like, do you have a cowboy outfit for a chicken?
Okay, on the way to the tailor. Can I start this adventure, please?
No.
You're approached by a seedy-looking man. He probably would be taller, but he's about the same height as the girl. So he's only about 5 feet 5'1".
You're short.
He's skinny and a little gaunt and a little dirty. He's a little hunched over, so he'd probably be a little bit taller if he actually stood up straight.
We walk to the tailor's.
Taking too long to describe this man. He takes too long to approach us. We move on.
I go up to the shop owner and I'll be like, do you have a
Well, no. Okay, so and this guy comes up to you and he says, "Hey, are you the musketeers that that saved Sir Wyatt
Yes.
last week?
Who wants to know
I do.
why?
My name is Odo, and I have a proposition for you.
Didn't you say Odo was one of the musketeers?
No, that was Or. Or is one of the. Or is that who you're thinking of?
Probably. What do you have?
I'd be willing to pay you 3,000 gold if you did something for me.
Make it 5,000. You have it yourself a deal.
Roll a persuasion check. Just wheeling and dealing.
Oh yeah.
It was like this, and then
Well, yeah, it hit the pencil. I would re-roll it.
okay. No, it hit the pencil.
No.
It hit the pencil.
No.
Hey.
That.
No, fine. I got a 60 before.
You got a 2. I saw that.
No, I got a 14 on my first roll.
All right. He says 4,000 gold.
Deal.
But I haven't even told you what the job is yet.
What is the job?
The job is I want you.
Steal.
I don't care what it is. I just want to steal something.
I was trying to whisper that under my breath, but I guess it came out on the microphone.
I want you to beat up Sir Wyatt. Like, don't kill him, but I want you to beat him up.
Can I ask a question? Why?
Well, Sir Wyatt, he killed one of my best mates while he was on patrol guarding the city. We were just out doing a job, and Wyatt and some of the other guards came through, and we got into a tussle, and he killed one of my best buddies.
If that is true, that is something you should be bringing up with the town guard, not trying to hire someone to beat him up, which I would like to say is illegal.
But it's money.
But it's a crime, Galaxy.
But it's money.
So you'll do anything for money, crimes included. What's next? Are we gonna loot a
I
temple?
don't have to do it. She has to do it.
Hey, you don't know what it's like around here with these knights. They can get away and do anything. They step all over the good common people of this city.
What job were you doing?
We were just delivering packages.
Are you telling the truth?
Does Dave believe him?
Roll an insight check.
I don't believe you.
Insight's one of my strong suits. Not a great roll though, so that was a 5 plus 8, 13.
13. The still is enough though. You don't believe him. Well, it's like,
delivering
you believe him, but
packages,
it's like
huh?
you're getting half the truth.
Yeah. Delivering packages. That's very vague.
Can I cast a spell though?
Sure.
I cast guidance.
Guidance. Okay. What does guidance do?
Or do I? Let me just see if there's a. Wait, 1 minute.
What does guidance do?
You touch one living creature once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the ability check of its choice. It can roll or die before or after making the ability check. The spell then ends.
Okay.
So
who are you giving guidance to?
well, I don't know. I'm just trying to find a spell that won't make him spill the. Would Moonbeam do it?
Dave has a spell, Zone of Truth.
Indeed.
That would. It doesn't make him talk, but it makes it so that he can only say true things.
Yeah.
Would Moonbeam do it or no?
Moonbeam is an attack spell, so it would actually cause him physical harm. But if he was a shapeshifter, it could potentially make him change back into his normal shape.
Okay, can you do the spell?
Zone of Truth?
Yeah.
Well, sure, Mimi. I have no problem with that.
Well, and the guy sees you about or
We're
sees
going to
this
get
little
to the
exchange.
bottom of this right
like,
now.
no, I'm-
because
hey.
if you have a legitimate grievance, you should be bringing this before a magistrate, and Sir Wyatt will face the full fury of the law, which the law is handed down to us from the gods, and Mishikal is a god. Mishikal
He's
says we
slowly
should
backing
follow.
away from you at this point with his so
Sorry, he's a little crazy.
so sorry to bother you. I don't want any trouble.
So it's got a 60-foot range. I mean, when she asked me to do it, I'm
Okay,
going to do it.
all right.
And it's got a 15-foot radius. So since he's backing away, I'm going to put him at the edge of the radius so that he's backing through it
Okay.
for the longest amount of time.
All right, so it would only catch him. It's not going to catch anybody else.
Correct.
In the area. Okay.
Yep. And then, so it's just a one action casting time, and he rolls a saving throw. Let's double check what kind. Charisma saving throw.
All right, here we
And
go.
my spell save DC is 16.
Okay, he does not make it. It is successful, and he's slowly backing away, and the magical energy sort of tinkles down from the sky and the air around him and drops down to the ground, and the light settles around his shoulders on the top of his head, and his eyes go real big.
And so one more thing in the description is that he is aware of the spell.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Are you telling the truth about the package?
Yes.
What was in the package?
Oh, don't want to answer, huh?
Do you want me to report you to the authorities?
He takes another step backwards.
I'm having a question. It's nothing personal. Make it 5,000.
Oh, it's all personal.
Make it 5,000. I won't ask you any more questions.
Mimi,
No, make it 10,000.
I am scandalized right now.
Make it 10,000 and we won't ask you any questions.
Galaxy!
20,000!
on with you?
100,000!
She just made an offer of 5,000. You can't go up from there.
Too bad. She cancels the deal. No, I say make it 5,000. I won't ask you any more questions.
You said you won't. That doesn't mean we won't.
Tell that to him.
I know, I'm whispering.
No.
I'm
Make
thinking
it 5,000.
I cannot, in good conscience, let my friends involve themselves in a scheme like this. This is illegal.
I whisper over him. I got this. I have a plan.
Okay. Well, Dave trusts Mimi if she says that, so.
You make
I
it.
mean, he's just lawful good.
No,
so
pretend you didn't see me doing that.
Okay, can you roll a persuasion check? Let's see how you do.
You've been rolling really good persuasion checks.
10.
That's a 6.
I was going to say, that doesn't look very good from here.
Make it.
Look like a single
He's
digit.
like, I don't have to go, but I'm gonna go.
I love that because he couldn't lie. I don't have to go, but I'm going to go.
What was in the package? I grab him. What was in the package?
Let's roll initiative to see who goes first because he's about to take off running. And so
May
let's
I
see.
also roll initiative?
Sure, yeah, everybody can roll initiative.
I'm not going to.
He got a natural 20.
Oh, I got a 15 plus 3. 18.
Natural 20.
You got a natural 20?
No, it was like a 9. It was an 8 or a 9.
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah, he turns on his heel and he runs. Are you going to chase after him? All
Boom!
right.
Go after him.
All right, let's. All right, you start chasing him through the streets, or at least Galaxy does. Do you?
I mean, if they're chasing
I
after,
need to
so
find
am
the
I.
cowboy costume.
I'll be getting slowly but surely left in the dust.
Are you? So are you going to split the party? You're going to let them chase after the guy, and you're going to stay behind him by the cowboy costume for Mr. Bokbok?
And then follow them.
Okay.
You might not know where they go.
Okay. I go up to the.
Let's see how fast you can do this. But you guys take off running.
I go to the person.
But like I said, I would be slowly but surely falling behind.
I go.
Dave, jump in my backpack.
I go to the
Your head's
person
sticking
and
out.
I go.
Be awesome.
Does
your head is like,
Do you have a cowboy costume for a chicken?
Well, you're pressed for time right now, so I'm going to say that you're just running in and scanning the shelves and all the clothes that are hanging
And there's
up.
one.
And roll an investigation check.
Mimi, I'm good at investigation.
But you're not there.
16.
16? Okay. You see it.
I grab it. I say, I hand him. I'm like, how much is this? It's 20 gold, man.
It's 3 gold.
I give him 5.
You give okay. And then you run out the door.
Love the generosity.
All right, so but you guys are like already a block down.
No,
even though that was really quick.
No, I grab Mr. Backpack, and as I'm running, I'm starting to put the costume.
Well, the costume was like made for like a child, so it's still like a little big for him. So it's gonna have to be tailored down specifically for him. But there is a cowboy hat. But if you try and put it on his head, it just like covers his. It just sits on his body.
Too big.
No,
Yeah.
I put it in my bag. I'm just gonna write cowboy costume. I'm running with them now, so keep
Okay.
on.
All right. So you two are running, and let's do some athletics checks to see how well you keep up with them. Your athletics is not that bad. You actually have a +1 in your strength, Bird.
No, I have a -1.
On athletics, you have a +1 to your strength.
Wink, wink.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You got fooled.
Wait, no, I didn't. I just called you out for having it wrong.
You did not fool him. He knew immediately that you were wrong. He knows your character better than you do.
All right. Okay, let's roll athletics checks to see how we do. He didn't do great.
A 7.
And Dave actually did do well. He has a +0. You rolled a 16.
Wow.
13.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's. Oh, you know one thing that you could do? You could turn into an animal that
cheetah.
could run.
Oh,
yeah, you could turn
man,
into a
yeah.
cheetah and run and chase after him really fast.
But what
And then
about
I'll
Mr.
grab
Backpack?
him
And then hold him back. Whoa, Mr. Backpack.
You can hold Mr. Bokbok by your tail.
You would have to drop Mr. Bokbok.
No, I hold him. I want him to like me, so he stays.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So you keep running. You keep running then. All right. So you start, Dave. You started gaining on him. So let's do another athletics check. Girls, another athletics check.
He did really bad.
You didn't. Stop looking over the DM screen.
Oh, I got it.
I'm gonna start rolling on this side so you don't
I
look.
got an
so I got a
unnatural
9.
20. I got an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Okay.
12.
All right. You all started gaining on him. And you
Oh,
see him.
really? Even with a 9?
Yep.
What about Boom? Should I
He's
do
slowing
one for
down. I mean,
Boom?
he's a thin, sickly kind of guy. And,
Do we quarter him?
he turns the corner. It looks like that he is going down an alleyway right now. So, one more athletics check. Let's see if you're so close to him. You think that once you turn this corner, you'll be able to catch up to him.
Ooh, 18. 19.
I was looking to see if I had any spells I could use to help us. Ooh, I got an 18 that time.
Oh, I rolled an 18, but I have a +1, and then you two both got an 18 then.
Dang.
All right, so you turn the corner, and you see him at the end of this alley, doubled over, and he looks back at you wide-eyed, and he turns, and that's when he realizes he turned down a dead end. And so it's not just at the end of this alley, it kind of opens up into this little courtyard that's surrounded by other buildings.
What
there's-
was in that pack?
They're fairly tall buildings, and they're like anywhere between 3 and 6 stories tall here. So everything is in shadow. There's lots of doors and windows that are looking down on this area, and it's a city. So like there's some garbage and other trash and refuse that's in there.
I'm gonna yell, "What was in that box?" The package.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Is it something illegal? Execute him!
What?
Then maybe we should go have a conversation with a magistrate.
So you start stepping towards them with your arms out, about ready to
I'm pulling out
citizen's
my
arrest.
coil of rope to
Okay.
tie to bind his wrists.
Can you roll a perception check for me?
Make
Indeed.
the gold 5,000.
I got 10 plus 4, 14.
14.
I will let you go. Secretly, we are the FBI.
I love how you're still trying to do the terrible thing.
I told you.
Oh, that's right. You had a plan.
Oh, I forgot. And Dave's not very smart.
So in the time it took us to chase him down, he completely forgot that you told him
Make
that
it
you had a plan.
5,000. We will let you go.
And that's when he says
No, Sam,
a
Sam,
smile
I
creeps
will
up on
let you.
his face, and he says, "I don't have any gold. I just wanted to get you here." And that's when you hear some movement out of the doors, and you look back, and the alleyway is now blocked by 4 men standing there.
And here I thought today was gonna be boring.
I thought I was gonna get
Dave says that
money.
as he unlimbers his mace.
I thought I was gonna get money for a baby elephant.
And that's when this Odo fellow, his appearance changes, and standing in front of you,
Really, I could have used Chalet. I mean, Miam.
you could have. And there's now a demon standing in front of you. It's like his size grows
Mishakal,
bigger,
preserve us.
wings pop out on his back, and his skin turns a very dark purplish color.
Remember, Mr.
He's got
Bokbok.
bright yellow eyes with no pupils, and he's got fangs.
Remember,
Would you
Mr.
like me to-
Prepare to face the wrath of Mishakal, demon.
Remember, Mr. Bokbok can never die. Since he's part of our pets, he can never die.
Well, Mr. Bokbok goes scrambling off to go hide
Indeed.
in some of the trash elsewhere in the alleyway, so he doesn't get hurt.
Boom! I
Love
give
it,
him
love
his
it.
cowboy costume. Protect it. I tell Boom, protect Mr. Bokbok.
Oh, I love that.
So, well, if so, then Boom would. So, if you tell
I
Boom
suppose
to
then
do
he
that,
won't be part of the
he wouldn't
fight.
be part of the fight. Boom would just move over and would just keep anyone from getting near Mr. Bokbok.
Yes, do that. Do that.
Do that? Okay.
Because I know how much Mr. Bokbok is not invincible. He's not that. He's a regular chicken. Yeah, except he's smart.
Yes.
Oh, no more spiritual weapon.
And I spent 1,000 gold agate on him. I want him to be living for a while. We'll grow old together.
All right. Can everybody roll an initiative for me?
We already did that. Natural 20!
Mimi got a natural 20.
Let me just do that and then
15!
15 for Galaxy.
Yeah.
8 for Dave. Do you want to roll initiative for Boom, just in case you do call him into combat?
13.
13. All right. Do you want to roll initiative for Mr. Bokbok, just in case he comes into this at all?
No! Fine. Okay. But he's not fighting right now. Yeah, 5.
5. I would say chickens are pretty spry. I would give him a +2 on his.
7, but he's not fighting right now.
I know. So you rolled a 7?
Yeah.
Okay. So then he's got a 9 for his initiative. All right. Galaxy.
Goes second. I turn into elemental.
No, there is. Well, it's not your turn yet.
I got a natural
it is.
20.
It is. Yeah, and one of the guys got a 22.
Yeah, but
on his
natural
initiative.
20 beats any.
Not on initiative. The number actually counts on initiative.
Really?
Yep. Natural 20 doesn't automatically go first.
Yeah, that's actually true of some skill checks, too.
Galaxy, what's your armor class?
I guess that would really be up to the DM, though.
My ice cream cake! So 15 now.
Well, that's not out yet because you have to wait until it's your turn to use your bonus action. 13. Okay. All right. There's one guy that actually jumps out of a broken window on the side that you didn't see was there, and he jumps forward and he comes at you with 2 sword slashing attacks, and you dodge out of the way of the first one, but he comes back with the second one and stabs you in the ribs.
How dare you!
And you are going to take. You're going to take 25 points of piercing damage from that stab.
I'm gonna die today.
Now, Mimi, it is your turn.
I have 17 points.
Okay, you mark that down?
Yeah.
You have 17 points left?
I turn into elemental.
You use your bonus action to turn into an elemental. What elemental would you like to turn into?
Which one do you think would be the most powerful? Fire.
I think the fire elemental has the most damage. It does. I think it's the most offensive, but I think the earth elemental is has the most hit points.
I'll be the
Fire elemental?
I'll be the fire.
Okay. All right, so this uses up actually 2 of your wild shapes. So it takes a little bit more effort to turn into a fire elemental versus an actual animal, but it's still, you can do it as a bonus
I just
action.
Have a question.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with right now. Do we have stone by us?
Stone by you?
No.
There's cobblestone in the road.
So if I happen to use meld into stone, would it work?
No, because there's not enough stone. Like, so there's a layer of stone for the road, but then underneath that is dirt. I think it's got to be solid stone for you to be able to melt into it.
Okay.
All right. All right, so you turn into a fire elemental, and I've got the stats here. So you grow larger, like twice the size you were before, and you're wreathed in flames, and suddenly there's this burst of heat that everyone feels that is directly around you, and you start moving towards...
The guy that hurt me? Or
So
the
That's a
demon?
question.
You did take some damage there, Galaxy.
She took quite a bit of damage. She took like 25 points
I
of
have
piercing.
17
Okay.
now. I go and attack the demon.
You're going to attack the demon. Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll a d20. For you get 2 attacks, and it's a +6 to hit.
15?
So that'd be a 21. That will be a hit.
No, I already...
Oh, you already had it? Okay, that hits. It still hits. That's just enough to hit. The demon has an armor class of 15.
Okay.
So let's roll your second attack.
So what do I roll now?
Just roll a d20 again, and add 6 to it.
Well, I got 23.
Okay, both attacks hit. All right. So your touch attack does 2d6 plus 3 fire damage. So we're going to do this twice.
2d6, so I have 2.
Yep.
Okay, and a plus...
Plus 3.
So 10.
10. Okay. Do it again. This is your second attack.
5.
The minimum amount of damage. All right. Now, because you are a fire elemental, he also starts on fire. Roll a 1d10 for the fire damage.
1d10.
Nice. And so, were you attacking one of the men, or were you attacking the demon, Mimi?
Demon.
The demon, okay.
I got 0.
Oh, that would be 10. You did maximum amount of damage with that fire.
Okay, I thought that meant like 0 damage. I'm
You
like...
could never do 0 damage.
I'm like...
Even in the cases of where you could potentially have 0 damage, they usually say a minimum of 1.
Right, yep.
All right, yeah, so you shriek forward, your flaming footsteps going across the cobblestone, and you boom, boom.
I shout back at Mr. Bokbok, I love you, Mr. Bokbok.
I love you, Mimi! Get him! Mimi, you're on fire!
I know! Thank you!
Mimi and Bokbok!
Forever! No, I want to like BFF necklaces that say Mimi and Bokbok forever.
All right, Galaxy, it's your turn.
Okay, let's see.
So there are 5 men in the alley and the demon. So it's a total of 6. You're surrounded by 6 bad guys right now.
I'm gonna do this to the demon.
Okay.
Ice cream cake.
Okay. Your shield is out.
Nice.
Hold monster. So the demon will be
very nice.
paralyzed if he doesn't. Save
What does he have to roll for that?
A wisdom saving throw, and my spell DC is 17.
Nice.
I just like when she says hold a paralyze. You both are just like, ooh.
We're very excited about that spell.
Indeed.
Wisdom saving throw, you said?
Yeah.
All right. So Galaxy holds out her hand and does like a grasping motion with it and just yells out, "Hold!"
Ice cream cake.
And you see him the demon start to move, like his face is about to go into a smile, and then it just freezes.
Nice.
And you can see his eyes dart around a little bit as he's grunting and trying to move, and you can see the veins
That's awesome.
starting to pop out in his neck of him straining against it. But he can't. So he is now paralyzed. And how long does that last for? He gets to check. That's right. He gets to try and break free from it at the end of his turn.
Yes.
All right. It is Boom's turn. Is he going to just continue staying over by Mr. Bokbok?
I feel like he might do this, like, growl at everyone to say, like, back off, don't even think about it.
Well, he'd be protecting Mr. Bokbok. So as long as no one, he would just stay over there. But he'd be an intimidating presence, sure.
He's gonna do this, like, terrifying growl, like, yeah, I don't even know how to do it. Like, stay back.
A growl that says stay back. Okay.
Yep. That's a cat.
All right, so one of the so now it's one of the thugs' turns. He's going to run forward, and he's going to attack Dave. The first one is going to be he misses on the first one, but the second hit is going to be a 19.
And that does hit.
Okay. And you're going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof. When will my armor class go up?
Your armor class would go up when your dexterity goes up, or if you get some other magical items to help out. All right, so Galaxy, your armor class is a 15 right now. So so another one leaps forward, and his first attack misses, but his second attack does hit.
No, please.
And you take 4 more points of bludgeoning damage. Mimi, the third one runs forward, and he's going to hit you. First one hits. You're going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm not keeping track.
Could you please keep track?
I don't know how many hit points I start out with.
Oh, I'm sorry, because you're a fire elemental.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So as a fire elemental, you actually have you have 102 hit points as a fire
Nice.
elemental.
That is awesome.
And you are actually resistant to non-magical attacks.
Do you need the eraser? I have it over here.
So do I minus anything yet?
Yeah, here, I can keep track of it.
No, I'll keep track.
Okay. So you only take 2 points of damage.
Still in triple digits.
And this third thug,
How
as
many
he
hit points do I have?
You had 102 to start, and you just took 2 hit points.
so he's just got to do that 50 more times, and then you revert back to Mimi.
And then I
Little
turn into
pinpricks.
like another animal, and then
You could if you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, shoot, how many beast shapes do you have at this point?
4, I believe.
Nice.
But the elemental uses half.
2, yeah.
All right. So so these were the 3 thugs that come forward, and they had maces on them as they were attacking. But that's when you notice that the 4th guy
Uh-oh. It was going for me, I bet.
is a mage, and he is going to cast Cone of Cold on all of you.
Is he going to hit his buddies, too? Or maybe he's an evocation mage, and he can form it around them.
Yeah, you're not sure.
I have no idea.
You're not sure.
No clue. We're going to find out. That's what I'm about to find out right now.
I'm scared.
So, and yeah, because there's this big fire thing that's just suddenly sprang out in the middle of this alleyway. So he who knows? He could be hitting all of his buddies, and he might just be super desperate.
uh-oh.
Wow, he did not roll well.
Lucky
That's
us.
good.
All right, so this mage did freak out a little bit about this fire elemental suddenly being in the middle of the alleyway, and he busts out Cone of Cold, and that's when you realize that this mage is actually a half orc. He's not fully human, but he brings his hands up, and Galaxy, you recognize this spell right away as Cone of Cold, and it shoots out and covers everything in the alley with ice chunks, and cold air and snow suddenly starts flurrying through the air.
My shield goes in front of me.
Yep. So, did you roll your Constitution saving throw?
Me?
Yeah, roll a Constitution saving throw.
I thought it was wisdom. I mean
Oh,
dexterity.
I got to roll one, too.
Nope, Constitution.
Ugh, I failed it. I got a 6 plus 2.
Okay.
7.
7. Okay, so you didn't make it. All right. So he rolled very poorly on his d8s for a Cone of Cold, and you take 22 points of cold damage.
I'm dead.
Ooh, she's knocked out.
Okay.
I'm knocked out. This is sad.
But you do also, well, Dave notices this. It does actually hit everyone in the alleyway. So this mage did not have the ability to wrap it around
even
everyone.
with my shield, it blocked some of the cold.
It doesn't. Yeah, the mechanics don't work that way with this kind of a spell effect. It doesn't allow you to dodge out of the way.
I don't have much for healing spells that I can use in combat.
I think
right
Sam
now.
has a healing potion.
I mean, I have a healing spell that I can and am going to use on you. But
I have a
it's just
heal
not.
potion.
Oh wait, I
too.
can use. I'll use. I know what I'll do.
Well, it's
I know what I'll do.
Mr. Bokbok's turn, and he doesn't do anything. So, it's probably a good thing that you sent Boom over to protect Mr. Bokbok, because he was able to shield Mr. Bokbok from all of the cold damage that
very
surely
nice.
would have killed him in the
Indeed.
alleyway here.
Very nice.
So, Dave, it is your turn now.
Okay, so I'm going to use my my preserve life channel divinity, where I can use it to heal.
Okay.
And so yeah, I can heal up to 50 hit points. So
Okay.
I'm going to use it on Galaxy.
Yay.
Are you going to just bring her all the way back up?
Yep, and restore her to full.
Nice. I'm back to 42.
Is that the way that works? Preserve life?
I might only be able to give her 25. Let me look it up. It says on page 60. Because it says something no more than half.
Yeah, you can't give the creature more than half the hit
Okay.
points back.
Well, so then I'll give her 25.
Okay.
And now, would you... That's not technically casting a spell. Can I use bonus action healing word? Or are you going to consider that a spell, so then a bonus action would have to be a cantrip?
What's the name of the ability?
Preserve life. And it's a channel... According to the way you have it written here, it's part of the channel divinity, but I'll look it up.
I believe the channel divinity is an action.
Well, right, but healing word is a bonus action. So what I'm wondering is, because there's the prescription where you can only do if you're doing 2 spells in a round, one has to be a cantrip. So I'm saying, do you count channel divinity as a spell, or can I use my healing word, which is a bonus action spell? Can I cast that and give her some more?
Yes.
Okay,
I would say
all
that
right.
you could do both.
Cool, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and she gets it's 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is 8. But then I also get this Disciple of Life feature. I think it's a class feature. So an extra 2 HP per level of the spell, which is only level 1. But then that's going to bump it up to a plus 10. So roll my d4 here. And I rolled a 4.
Nice.
So she gets another 14 hit points on top of the 25 she got from Preserve Life.
So it'd be 39 hit points. So, Birdie, Galaxy's back up to 39 hit points.
Okay, 39.
Yep, because I gave you another 14 from a
And I believe that
spell
you
I cast.
heal yourself back. Every time you heal, you get hit points back as well.
You are totally right, but oh no, I'm not full. That's right. Okay, cool. So yeah, I get 2 plus the spell level, so I get 3 hit points.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So, Galaxy, you wake up on the ground, covered in ice, and you start moving your fingers and moving your face around, and the ice and snow starts breaking off of it. But you sit up, and you're back to life. But you're prone currently on the ground right now.
Wait, would Sam's fire go out?
No, Sam's fire did not go out. It was the demon's turn, but he can't do anything because he's paralyzed. And is it for hold monster? Was that a Constitution saving throw? Oh, it doesn't matter. He doesn't make it. All right. So now the assassin that jumped out, he's gonna go after Dave,
Dave did just do a whole lot of healing.
and that's gonna be a 22 for the first attack and another 22. So
Woo-wee.
he's going to. So his first attack. Oh, he actually gets advantage on both of these attacks. Let's see if they're any better. If they are not any better. So the first attack is going to be. That's going to be 27 points of piercing damage on Dave.
Do me.
And the second attack is only going to be 4 more piercing damage.
Try doing me because I don't need
No one wants to go near this fire demon that's in the middle of the alley right now. But yes, they. Well, I'll spread it around a bit. So, but Mimi, it is your turn.
You don't have to do the demon. Okay.
But well, if she goes after the demon, then her hits are, because it's paralyzed, are automatically critical hits.
Oh, yes, it's my fault.
Going after demon.
Okay. Can you roll 2 attacks, but you get advantage on it because it's paralyzed.
So 15.
Yep, that'll hit. Do the second one.
11, but do I re-roll that one then?
You get adds to it. So let's see here. What is it for a fire demon? I believe it's a +5. No, it's a +6. Yeah, so both of those would automatically hit. So you're going to roll double damage for both attacks. So it'll be 4d6 + 3.
19.
19. Okay. Okay. Roll your second attack.
That was just one?
That was just one attack. Yep. Your second attack is going to be another 4d6 + 3.
Nice.
Well, no, do I roll this in?
Yeah, because you already hit with both attacks, so just roll the damage.
Then we have 15 plus 3, which is 18.
18. Okay. Now, roll a 1d10 for the fire damage.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's on fire right now. So you see this demon's just standing there, and you can see his eyes like going down in fear as he sees just the fire starting to creep up his body.
10.
You did max damage. Okay. He goes up in flames, and he topples over still in his... Actually, no, he wouldn't be paralyzed anymore because he's dead, and you just charred him. He is nothing but ashes now as he turns into dust onto the ground.
Where's my money, you fool?
He said before he didn't have any money.
I know, but
He was lying about that.
I know.
All right, so Boom is still protecting Mr. Bokbok, and
Yes.
Sam, we had while you had to step away. It was a good thing that Galaxy sent Boom to protect Mr. Bokbok because of the huge area effect. Okay, you did hear that? Okay.
No, I threw him my bags with Mr. Bokbok because I gave him my cowboy costume, so I gave him the bag. He jumps in the bag so to stay warm.
All right. So, 2 of the thugs are going to go after the fire elemental.
Okay.
And what is your armor class as a fire elemental?
So, did I lose any more
It's a 13. Okay.
hit points after the 2?
Yeah, you took 2 more. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You took 11 points of damage from the cone of cold.
Not too bad.
Not bad at all. So 2 of the thugs are going to run forward and attack the fire elemental, and these are non-magical damage.
So I don't take them.
So you take they come at you with both their maces in fury and just pounding at you, and you're going to take 20 points total of bludgeoning damage.
I can turn back to Mimi and have like a lot.
That's right. Yep.
So I'm like, okay.
Yep, you're okay. And so then the other thug is going to charge towards Dave, and he gets a natural 20 with his first mace attack. But that's only going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
And his second attack is going to be a hit, and that's going to take 3 more points of bludgeoning damage. They are not doing great right now. So now it is the mage's turn again. He's going to point at the fire elemental, and he's going to make you... He's going to say to Mimi, I think you should run away. I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not going to do it.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
I'm just not going to do it, though. I know I'm not going to do it, though.
Roll a wisdom saving throw,
But
please.
I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to run.
That's not how the game works.
Too bad.
Your wisdom is a strong suit of yours, so it's a +8 for her saving throw.
23. No, thank you.
23.
I'm
Okay.
not running.
So you feel this magical energy come from this mage as he makes this suggestion on you to run away. And you feel the magic come into your brain. It's like, yeah, I should No, I'm not running away. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. That is the mage's turn. All right.
No, I said to him, that's dumb.
He gives you a look. Oh,
He's just
foiled my plan.
And I'm just like, That's dumb.
Mr. Bokbok continues hiding in the trash in the alleyway. David, it's your turn now.
In the bag.
In the bag.
I have to look
In
at
the
something real
trash.
In the
quick.
trash.
I got
Wait, hold on. What does it say?
the demon.
Get to the mic.
I bet the demon was opening up the portals.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good... yeah?
I get money now! I forgot I'm rich.
Okay, so
Yeah, I love that you just put that together. Because you just realized that, you also remember that when he was Odo, he said that they were delivering packages throughout the city. And you heard, and I told you at the very beginning that throughout the city, there's been more and more portals that have been opening up to the abyss. So yes, you are absolutely correct. This demon has been opening up portals around the city.
We're gonna get so much money, and
stinker.
it's gonna
I
get
get a baby
All right, so Dave.
So I'm gonna have to do the same thing I did to Mimi for myself because I'm very low on hit points now.
You mean Birdie?
Or
I mean Galaxy.
on Galaxy. Yep. Sorry. So what are we saying though, that she still got the 25 and I have 25 points left?
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
So
reckon
I'm
that.
gonna use the 25 points on myself because my maximum 77.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do healing word as well.
On yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So 25. Well, whatever. I'll add it all up. So the healing word. I rolled another 4. So that's 14 points plus 25 is 39. And 39 plus 17 is 49.56.
Plus, you get those extra hit points per spell.
That's only if I heal someone else.
Oh, it doesn't work on yourself? Okay.
Correct. Because I did check on that.
So, all right, yeah. So Dave just all of this white holy energy shoots up from his toes up to the top of his head, and Dave is looking a lot better than what he was before.
How many people are left?
Let's see here. Most of them are left. So there's the one assassin that jumped out of the window that started attacking Galaxy right away. There's the 3 thugs and then the mage.
I know, but like.
So there's 5 guys that are left, but their leader has been vaporized, and the mage has been pretty ineffective after the last round because you did not succumb to his suggestion. But it is the assassin's turn with the 2 short swords that went after Galaxy first, and then went after Dave. Now it's going to come after the fire elemental, and he's going to see if he can do
I
something
say,
there.
do you really want to attack me?
And his first attack actually
me.
misses,
Ooh.
and his second attack
Dang.
misses. Wow, he was rolling really poorly. Mimi, it's your turn.
I say, I look down at them and say, do you really want to mess with me?
Do you just really want to be super intimidating right now?
No,
you
but
can
I'm going to attack him.
Oh, you're gonna
now.
attack him?
No,
Okay.
I'm just like,
You're going to be intimidating and you're going to attack him.
I'm like,
Roll intimidation, but I'll give you advantage on it. So this is going to be for your intimidation.
no, but I also want to attack
Yeah,
him.
you're going to do both. But roll your intimidation,
2.
too. Well, no, you get advantage on it.
Oh.
Because you're a fire elemental.
8. Do you really want to mess with me?
You don't add anything for your intimidation?
No.
Okay, you get it. Do you really want to mess with me? But it comes out, do you really want to mess with me? It's like, that's your voice as a fire elemental. That's canon now. It's super high and squeaky. You sound like Mr. Bokbok.
Do you really want to mess with me? No, right. When I turn into a fire elemental, you just hear the chicken in the background, so now that's my voice.
All right, roll your attacks.
Okay.
So for the fire elemental,
Okay, I got 15.
that you get +6 on your attack, so that's going to be a 21, which does hit.
And then 13.
13 plus 6 is 19. Both of those do hit.
Woo.
All right, so it would be for the fire elemental. First attack is going to be 2d6 plus 3 fire damage. Roll that.
I need to work on boots. Wait, no, I said the 13. I already added 6.
Oh, that was. Oh,
I already added 6.
oh, you did. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so that you're rolling damage. Okay, so 13 points of damage.
So does that still hit though?
It does hit.
When I got the 13 plus, I already added the 6. I had 7, and then I added the 6.
Wait, so what did you? I thought you just rolled the 2 attacks. I thought you rolled a 20-sider.
I did. I rolled a
Okay.
20, so I got 15, and then I got a 7, but then I added the 6 to the 7.
Oh, so it was third. Oh, okay. So the second attack does not hit then. Okay. So your first attack then. So just you only one attack hits. Roll 2d6 plus 3.
Isn't it 4?
No, because it was a critical hit when you were attacking the demon because he was stunned.
5 plus 6. No, 5 plus 3.
Yep. So 8 points. Okay. Now roll a d10 for fire damage because he starts on fire.
Wait, who am I attacking?
This is the assassin that's been doing the big hits on Galaxy and Dave. He turned to.
Okay, I do 5.
You do 5 points of fire damage. Okay.
Are you gonna die?
Galaxy, it is your turn.
So I'm gonna do a little trick on them. I'm gonna use seeming, and I'm gonna turn into this dragon, and I want them to be intimidated.
Okay, so the thing about seeming is that you can only change a creature's side by up to 1 foot, higher or lower. So you would turn yourself into a 6-foot tall dragon, and Dave would look like a 4-foot tall dragon.
I know. Would you like to do that? I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna make him turn into a mini dragon. It's a family.
I mean, it's just seeming though, right? It's just an illusion. I can still attack.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, you're just gonna look like this. In fact, I don't even think you have a choice on it.
No, I think you're right.
Oh no! Wait, an unwilling creature can make a charisma saving throw.
Would you like me to do it so you can be like safe forever?
So I can be safe forever, not tracking your logic. But I'll go along with it. I feel like Dave is typically a pretty good sport with the girls'
Yeah.
hijinks, so he doesn't
better be.
resist.
So, are you gonna make Mimi, the fire elemental, look like a dragon as well?
But in
Oh,
fight,
of course. She would be, as a fire elemental, she's like 10 feet tall
So I'd be
now.
like-
Ooh, so
bigger.
she'd be a little more
Yeah.
intimidating.
yeah, I'd do that, and then I'm gonna.
She's already pretty intimidating.
Yeah,
Boom
10-foot tall fire elemental. Yeah.
I got an 8, so I'm not very intimidating.
That's true.
I'm gonna turn Boom and Mr. Bokbok into dragons too,
No,
and
not
Mr.
Mr.
Bokbok can just go like.
I'm a dragon!
So Mr. Bokbok is gonna be a 2-foot dragon.
No, Mr. Bokbok's not gonna be a dragon. He's still
Yeah, but he's still gonna turn
in a
into.
bag in the trash.
Yeah, but
Okay,
he's still gonna
right.
turn into a dragon.
He's still gonna, they're not gonna see him because he's hidden in the bag in the trash. But if someone did look in the bag, he's gonna look like a little baby dragon.
And they're like,
He'll be like, hi, I'm a chicken. They're like, no, you're a dragon!
Okay. Let's roll a, Birdie, roll a intimidation check for me.
intimidation.
I will give you advantage on it because now the entire alleyway is filled with a bunch of dragons.
Intimidation.
12.
Okay. Do you add anything?
Nope.
Okay, so a 12. All right.
They're like, okay. They're still a little terrified.
All right. So, Boom is still protecting Mr. Bokbok. The first thug is not intimidated, so he's going to stay. The second thug is not intimidated, so he's going to stay. But the third thug, he is absolutely intimidated, and he turns and he runs away. Now the mage is not intimidated.
Hey, it was worth a shot.
Yep. So the first thug is going to come in and attack. You're all dragons now. He's going to go after.
One of the mini dragons?
He's going to go after the littlest dragon, which is Dave.
Oh, no, Mr. Bokbok.
And that's going to be 19
Yeah, that hits.
and another 19. So they both hit. So you're going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. The second thug, he's going to go after the littlest dragon too.
Hey, want to come over to me?
That is going to be a 17. Does that hit?
That's my armor class. Yeah.
Okay. And he got a natural 20 for the second attack. So the first attack is going to be 5 points of bludgeoning.
Pretty.
And his second attack is going to be 10 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
Are you dead?
Now it is going to be the mage's turn. He does not have Cone of Cold anymore, but he is going to cast Ice Storm. This mage really likes the cold spells.
I
He's a
hate
frost
you.
mage.
And so this is a area of effect, I believe. 20-foot radius. So this is going to hit. I'm going to say this is going to hit everybody.
Even Mr. Bokbok?
No, Mr. Bokbok is going to be protected by Boom.
Is Boom going to be hit?
Boom is going to be hit, yes, but
Boom has a lot of hit points.
He does have a lot of hit points.
Almost 100.
All right, so I need everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Even Boom?
Boom is just going to take the damage.
Okay. I got 17.
Sorry, what?
17.
17, okay. You make it? Galaxy, what'd you get for your
15.
15? Okay.
11.
11. All right. Dave is the only one of the group that does not make it, so he's going to take full damage from this. Everyone's going to take half damage.
How much do I have to take?
So for Ice Storm,
Ooh.
all right, so there's going to be bludgeoning damage and cold damage. Everyone takes 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Girls, because you made it, you take half, which
So
is
7.
7. One of the thugs, he made his, but the other one did not.
Did he die?
He is not looking great right now. So now we have the cold damage. 14 more points of cold damage, girls. That gets halved, so 7 points of cold damage for
What's
you.
32 minus 7?
32 minus 7 would be 25.
Okay, I don't want to do math right now.
So one of the thugs gets killed by all this ice damage going on.
Nice.
He just killed his own people. That's so sad.
And the last thug is not looking great. Not looking great.
I can't believe we killed the
And
demon
is he?
first.
Because there were at least two of them were engaged with Dave.
And one ran away.
Okay, so that was one of the ones who ran away.
Yep.
Was one of the ones engaged with Dave. And then what about the other one? Is he the one who's not looking good?
They've been there's only one thug that's left. And the thugs have just been attacking randomly at you
Gotcha.
guys. They're all within 5 feet
Okay.
of all of you
Okay.
right now.
So there's no. Okay.
So there's the thug and the mage that's left. So that was the mage's turn. Now it's Mr. Bokbok, who continues hiding in the bag as a little baby dragon. David, it's your turn.
Just show us
Okay.
stuff and be like, I'm a dragon!
So everyone's within melee range, including the wizard. For
Correct.
Me? Okay.
Yes.
No, he's
But
just
the
a
thug's
dragon.
not doing well.
Oh, he's not.
Mr.
He does not look great.
Mr.
at all.
Bokbok's just the dragon with a big glass, oversized
Mr. Bokbok still has glasses. As
You know
a
what
dragon.
though? I think I'm gonna let someone else mop up the thug.
Yeah.
Well, no, I take that back. I'm just gonna do a mace attack
Okay.
against the thug.
Are you gonna do the extra?
I am going to expend one of my charges for the lightning damage.
Okay.
Provided I hit. Ugh. 3 plus 9, that's 12.
12. That does hit.
Oh, awesome.
These thugs are not wearing very thick armor.
Okay, so
That's
for the
good.
mace is 1d6 plus 5.
You do additional holy damage on your melee attacks now as a cleric, I believe. I think it's like.
Oh, can choose to add 1d8 radiant damage once per round.
Do you want to do that?
So I'm going to do that instead, yeah.
Okay. You can do both.
That's what I thought, but since he already looks pretty rough, I'm just going to do the radiant damage.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled a 4, so that was 9 just from the mace damage.
Okay.
And then 1d8, 6 radiant damage.
Okay. So yeah, you bring the mace, big Louisville slugger swing. You jump up in the air, crack him across the head, and you light him up. He just, and he drops to the ground, smoking, dead from the holy energy that just coursed through his body.
That's amazing.
And then I'm going to bonus action healing word myself because I have 2 hit points.
Okay.
You just got burned.
And I rolled a 2, so I get 12 back.
Nice. All right, the demon is gone. The assassin is still there, but he's still going after the fire
You
elemental.
said he was dead.
The assassin, no. The demon is dead.
I know. And the other.
And the thugs are dead, but the assassin and the mage are still up.
Yep. So both of his attacks do finally hit. These are non-magical attacks, so you're going to take half damage of this. That's going to be 11 points of piercing damage. Mimi? You're still doing pretty good in your fire elemental shape, I assume.
44.
Yeah.
And then for his second attack, you're going to take 4 more points of piercing damage, which gets halved to 2 points. Well, those non-magical attacks, they don't do a whole lot. Mimi, your turn. You going to go after the assassin again?
I'm gonna go after the mage because he's the most powerful right now.
Okay, you're gonna hit the mage. Okay.
Yeah.
Do your first attack on him. D20.
9.
You get a +6 to that, which is a 15, which does hit.
Okay.
Roll your second attack.
10.
10 + 6 is 16, which hits as well. So both hit. Both hit the mage. Roll, what did you say? 2d6 + 3?
Yeah.
Yep, 2d6 + 3.
6 for 1.
6 for 1, okay.
Next one. Ooh, I got 11.
11.
Ooh.
All right, now roll a d10 because he starts on his cloak start on fire.
Nice.
That's good. 2.
2, okay. Can't all be 10s.
Nope.
It's all right. But yeah, you slam your fire fists into this mage, and you get some good hits on him, and his cloak starts on fire. Galaxy, it is your turn.
Okay, I just want to
Should
say
I do the fire damage to the assassin because I already got him on fire?
Oh, yes. Yeah, good call. Yeah, roll another d10 because that assassin is still on fire.
9.
9 points of damage. That's a really good call. So if you just went around and hit everyone, you could potentially start everyone on fire, and they would all take fire damage each round.
That'd be rad.
Galaxy, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna make even more fire
Okay.
and do some coming like a fireball.
You're going to do a fireball. All right.
Coming like a no,
So, and you can sculpt it around the three of you. You could do 5 creatures, right? You can sculpt it around 5 creatures?
It has to do with the spell's level.
It's level 3, but I can do it on a 4th level too. Here's the card if you want to look at it.
I'm looking up something else.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is
looking up
important now
spells.
because if we have to worry about Mr. Bokbok now for these kinds of big area spells. Well, actually, I would say even if you can't, Boom has been protecting Mr. Bokbok, so I
Yeah.
would say that applies here as well. But let's just look it up just for our own.
Safety.
Equal to 1 plus the spell's level, so 4 people. Now, it says plus the spell's level, so if she casts it using a higher spell slot, will you increase the number of people she can sculpt, or would
Yes.
it be the spell's base level? Okay. Which she would then do more damage as well.
Right. So you're casting it at level 4, Birdie.
Yeah.
Casting
So
it-
yeah,
okay.
then you can, yeah.
All right, so then if you're casting at level 4, you get an extra d6, so that would be 9d6.
Ew.
Roll for that fireball.
Love it.
You can
So
take none of mine.
do I have to roll a 20?
No, they have to roll dexterity saving throws.
Yep, so you're rolling 9d6 damage, and then whether or not they make their saving throw determines if they take full or half
Wait.
damage. Because you cast it at level 4, so you get an extra d6 on top of the 8.
But what do I roll?
Just roll.
You roll the damage. It automatically hits.
Yeah, it automatically hits.
It's just if they miss their saving throw, then they take half damage.
So that's 6, 7. You need 2 more.
2
Here
more?
you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do I have to add it all up?
Yep, add it
Yeah.
all up. And remember, add your intelligence modifier to the damage as well.
That's right. Yes.
And that's plus
Evocation.
8.
No.
Oh, wait.
No, your intelligence is what? Plus 3?
Plus 4, sorry.
Oh, plus 4. Yep.
So yeah, after we add it all up.
Okay, so this is
Just roll all the d6s that we have.
so 23.
23 plus the 4 for your
So
modifier,
27.
so 27. That's
27.
Amazing.
All right, so the mage did not make his dexterity saving throw, and the mage gets burned up.
Nice. Dusted.
The assassin does make his, so he's going to take half damage. So that you said 26 total?
It was 27.
27? Okay, so it'll be 13.
Wait, no. Why don't you do the more?
I round down.
Yeah, he rounds down for everything. That's a DM preference thing.
Yep. And so the only enemy that is left is the assassin. Everyone else got blown up in the fireball or ran away.
That's awesome.
Woo!
All right. So that was Galaxy. Boom. Still protecting Mr. Bokbok. Mage is gone. Mr. Bokbok. Still a little dragon inside a bag. David, it's your turn.
No, he's talking. We're all
right.
still dragons.
Yep, you're all still dragons.
So I'm gonna.
Just out of curiosity, did you make everyone the same color dragon, or did you change the color?
It's like they're all rainbow colored.
Nice.
Their scales are rainbowed.
Well, you would have to make each person a different color dragon. So you could make a rainbow
So
out of all the
mine-
dragons.
Mine is Galaxy's like blues, pink, and purple scales. Hers are like green, blue, and yellow.
I suppose it's an illusion spell. She can make it whatever color she wants. Okay, fine.
And his
like
is
the color.
red, yellow, and orange.
I'm loving it. I'm loving
And
it.
She's so specific.
Booms is
She's put a lot of thought
yellow.
into this.
Indeed.
Booms is yellow, blue, and black.
Yellow,
and
blue,
Mr. Bokbok is white and some red and yellow because
Okay.
of chicken.
Loving it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I am going to. You know what? I am going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Ooh.
But I'm going. So that's a first level spell, but I'm going to use a much higher spell slot. So I'm going to do it at 3rd level. So instead of 46, I'll be rolling 66
Okay.
radiant damage if I hit.
Sure.
Ooh, 18 plus 8, 26.
That does hit.
Sweet.
Well, that's 66 of sweet, sweet radiant damage.
22 points of radiant damage.
22
He has
points
to
of
be
radiant
dead.
damage.
And then
Has
he
to be
starts
dead.
sparkling and glowing a little bit, and the next person who attacks him gets advantage.
Wait. When the demon said his good buddy, was he thinking about the first portal that we fought?
No, that was just sort of a ruse of just to like try and bait you into coming after him for
Yeah,
illicit
he
activity.
manufactured that whole situation. He was actually being really clever,
He wanted you
banking
to be
on the
attacked.
fact that we would not go along with this crime he was proposing and actually want to apprehend him as a criminal. And then he used that to lure us to that alley.
All right, so it is the
Played like
assassin's turn now, and he's going to go after the fire demon. And man, he just cannot. 12 does not hit the fire elemental's armor class, but a 15 will.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Your armor class is 13 as a fire elemental.
It doesn't.
That's right, but it gets rounded down. So you take 11 points of piercing damage.
Wow.
How many hit points do you have left now as a fire elemental?
31.
All right, so but now the assassin is going to
Leave the country.
he is going to use his bonus action to disengage from you and not have opportunity attacks, and he's going to run away. He's going to run back into the building that he came from.
I
How
told
dare
you.
you?
He's fleeing the country.
Yep. So Mimi, it's your turn. Do you want to run after him, or do you just want to be done?
I want to go report this.
No, kill him because he might contact the other demons. Then.
No, he was the one making
So
it.
this is Ogo? Or this is the assassin?
This is the assassin.
assassin. Okay. And he's bailing.
Yep. He just took off. Yeah. He
Self-preservation
disengaged and he ran back into the building that he came from.
You guys,
Gotcha.
I think, should run after him. I'm gonna go get who's the head?
We should all run after it.
Sir Wyatt would probably be the head of the knights.
I'm gonna go get Sir White. Tell him we caught the demon who's been causing all the portals, and that then I'll bring. If you have him, then we'll bring him. I'll bring Sir Wyatt, and then we can like arrest him or whatever.
I love how, or whatever.
All right, well, if it's Dave's turn, Dave just goes after him then.
Okay.
He doesn't want this guy to get away.
I go and fetch Sir Wyatt.
All right. So as a fire elemental, or do you change back into Mimi?
Change back to Mimi
Because you'd be running through the town as this scary.
and catching everything on fire.
Yeah. You'd be burning everything as you went through.
I go back to Mimi and I grab Mr. Bokbok who's in my bag and I start running.
Okay. So you take off running out of the alley.
Especially all the horse pies that would inevitably be all over the street.
Right. So then, well, actually, so before you take off running,
I tell Mr. Bokbok, you did great hiding, Mr. Bokbok.
thanks, Mimi. Mimi, you're Bokbok. Hurrah! Actually, before you go running out, so you get into the building, and
Well, I'm running, but I'll just.
I don't want you to miss out on the potential loot that's in here.
I get to find. No, but if we report him, then we might get more loot too.
Or maybe we'll get all the loot.
Well, Dave, roll an investigation check, because you're actively looking for this guy that ran in here.
Ooh, I get a -1 on investigation.
That's amazing.
18 minus 1 is 17.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
No,
Yeah.
I go in there with them just for the money.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
wait,
so-
there's going to be loot? Okay.
So, so do you want to roll an investigation too?
Sure.
12? Okay. Dave's investigation was good enough, so he really didn't need the help. But looking around, the assassin, he's disappeared. He's nowhere to be found in this room.
Shoot.
But you do find a secret door at the back of the room.
Is it filled with like 5,000 gold?
Well, you look in, and there is a pile of gold that's
How
in the
much
back
is
of the
there?
room. You estimate there's probably about 10,000 gold pieces.
I
in the
go
back.
grab them all.
Hold on. Hold on. So,
Oh man.
But very strangely, like there's this pile of gold that's back there, and there is there's a shield. You can see, actually, so on this table, there's a table in front of this pile of gold. So, and on this table is a shield, a potion, a ring, and a deck of cards.
Dave wants the deck of cards.
No, Dave wants the shield.
Wait, so what is there again? Sorry.
Okay,
Deck of
there's a
cards.
shield,
I just got nervous.
a potion, a ring, and a deck of cards. And they're laid out on this table, like, very orderly. Like, they're spaced out equally across this big, long table. And these 4 items are there on this table. And beyond the table is this pile of 10,000 gold pieces.
I have a feeling this is a trick or it's a code.
I love how much they don't trust me already in this game.
I cast Detect Magic.
Detect magic? Okay. All 4 items light up with magic. So, but you get to tell a little bit about the kind of magic that's there.
She knows the school or schools.
Right. The shield has magic on it. I'm trying to figure out what the school of magic would be around this. That's never been clear to me of like what effects fall into what school
You
of
have
magic.
to kind of make it up yourself.
Right.
You know, like abjuration is defense and evocation is offense, you know, and illusion and conjuration, you know.
Okay, so we'll do well, the shield has magic on it for defensive magic. The potion has offensive magic.
Ooh.
The ring has offensive magic.
Ooh.
And the deck of cards lights up with every school of magic. The deck of cards is by far the most powerful
want the deck
magic
of cards.
item that's on the table.
Actually, I feel like Dave should have the deck of cards.
I want the deck.
Dave wants the shield.
I want the deck of cards.
Then what do I get?
There's a ring and a potion.
I'll take both.
Yeah, you get both, and then me and Dave split the money if you get both.
No, we should all split the money.
I'm kidding.
Well, okay, how about this? You get $5,000 for the costume, and we split $2,500.
Oh, you mean for the elephant?
Yeah.
Can I also get
I'm
the
fine
deck
with
of,
that.
Can I get the deck of cards too?
No.
Yeah, I get.
But I'm fine with giving Mimi 5,000 so she can get her baby elephant, and then.
But not the deck
But
of
then
cards.
you and I split the rest.
But
yeah.
why can't I have the deck of cards?
Then that's
I have
two.
I don't
It's
want
too
the deck
much.
of cards.
I want them.
I want them. But Sam, then
So maybe Dave should hang on to them for the two of you while you
Yeah,
decide
good
whose they
idea.
are.
Or what if we split the deck of cards?
I don't think the deck of cards can be split.
yeah.
Birdie, rock, paper, scissors.
I mean, maybe it can. I don't know.
Unless you don't want your baby elephant.
It's just, yeah.
Birdie, rock, paper, scissors. Whoever.
Oh, I'm so curious.
Birdie.
No,
Ow.
you each roll a d20, and whoever gets the highest gets it.
But wait,
Boom.
but we're giving
Roll a d20, Bird.
we're giving her the chance to get $5,000.
I know, but then you guys get everything else. That's like nothing.
No, you can have the ring.
I don't want the ring.
You
Can
have the
you
potion.
roll an Arcana check?
Oh, I got a 6 anyways.
Yeah,
I got like 27.
for your Arcana check.
No.
And Birdie, you should do it with advantage.
I got-
Galaxy will help you.
I got 17.
17, do it again.
And then
I don't want to help.
17? Okay. So, Mimi and Galaxy, you both looking around at this deck on the table. And Galaxy, you've heard of this sort of thing before. This is a deck of many things. And it can't be split up, but whoever uses it can draw a card. Well, anyone can draw a card from the deck. And when you draw a card, something really magical happens, but you're not quite sure what. So, both of you could use the deck of cards.
You know what, Birdie? If I get 5,000 gold and the ring, you can have the deck.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then you
That
can have
was a
the
wonderful
potion and the
compromise.
shield.
Oh wow, really cool. Thank you. Well, we'll see what the potion is, and maybe it'll naturally benefit one of us more than the others. Once we can get these items identified, then we can see
But
where the
will-
potion goes.
but-
Dave definitely wants the shield though, because neither of you
Are
can
you
even
guys,
really use a
You
shield.
guys will each get 2,500, right?
And I already
yeah,
have a
exactly,
shield.
and then you'll get the 5,000.
Wait, but is this fake?
What?
No.
The gold.
The gold? No, you move over and you start like running your fingers through it and letting the coins drop out of it. Yeah, it looks like real
Swimming
gold.
through it like Scrooge McDuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
I put 5,000 in my inventory.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I get 2,500.
Yep.
Okay, so
All right, so we're gonna have to. So you want to identify the magical items at a later point in time? You don't want to do anything with them?
I will. Oh wait, yeah. Galaxy, do you have magic that'll tell us what these items are?
Well, I
I'll
guess
keep a lookout. I stand at the door. And
I can
say-
look in my my magical book.
Yeah, do you have a spell that does that?
Not that I know of.
There's a spell that's called Identify that allows you to identify specifically what magical items are. Do you have that spell? It's a first level spell.
I don't have it.
You don't
You've
have it?
never learned it, or you don't have it prepared.
I don't. Both.
Okay. So yeah, we'll have to go to someone who can identify these.
If it doesn't blow stuff up or make something look like something else, she's not interested. All right, yeah. So you grab the gold and the magical items, which you'll have to identify at a later point in time. As you come out of the alleyway,
I didn't put a ring in my.
you start walking back towards the Temple of Bahamut and to talk with Dimitri and
Mr.
with.
Oh wait, before we leave the alley, can we search the bodies?
Oh, sure.
We might find some
put-
information.
I put Mr. Bokbok in my backpack for safe. Mr. Bokbok, here's part of the bread, so you can eat that in my bag.
I feel like Dave and Dave frequently helps Galaxy look for stuff, and so that's what Dave wants to do, is to help Galaxy search the alleyway for clues, loot, whatever.
I
Okay.
do
Why
have
Galaxy?
a.
Why not me?
I do
Because
have a
Galaxy
plus
has the
8.
highest investment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
So
gonna
it's
do.
best for the group.
I'm like,
I have a plus 8. So. I got a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Plus 8, so I'm a 30. I'm not gonna re-roll now.
There's no reason to reroll.
I love her victory dance.
That's really good.
what's that move?
Oh, that's a smooth move, is what that is.
All right, yeah. So, back in the alleyway, you do find on the bodies.
Some gold.
You find will look like they're very warm to the touch, like they almost burn you. But you find on each of the guys or each of the bodies in there that they each had a small pouch with these small stones inside, and on the stones is a demonic burning rune in it. So there's a symbol that's on these things that's glowing and hot.
I should keep it in my unicorn butt backpack for
I think that's a good idea.
But because you got a 20,
oh, wait.
these are you suspect that they've been planting these runes around the city, and these stones are what has been opening up the portals into the abyss.
So we should hand those over.
No, maybe we should keep it for safekeeping. Just in case anyone.
Would she know what could happen if those go in the backpack then?
We wouldn't touch
She
it.
does know, actually. That did come up in a previous adventure.
So I don't
that
know if
if you place an item that can open up portals to other planes of existence inside a bag of holding, it will destroy the bag of holding.
and it
Oh,
can
so I better not
be
do that.
disastrous. Yeah.
Yes.
We should hand these over to him, the leader.
Wyatt.
To Sir Wyatt?
I know,
I
like,
agree.
no, the person
I
who, like,
definitely
healed
agree
Dave.
with you, me.
Oh, Dimitri.
Yeah.
I
so,
wholeheartedly agree. We should turn these over.
Because why would we want to open a portal?
Oh, we definitely don't want to open a portal, and maybe these will help us figure out how to close some of the portals.
And maybe we can get more money.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right, so you collect those items, and so a lot of them are damaged. So they look like in the fight they got burned up. So there are 2 though that look like they're intact and may still work.
Okay.
So who's going to hang on to those? Who's going to write those in their
I feel
inventory?
like Dave should.
I was gonna say that I think Dave would because
Okay.
he's the cleric, and I feel like that would be something that he would do.
Yep.
So he's got the 2. I'm gonna call them demon rune stones.
Yes.
Now, do we start walking over to...
Yep. So you start walking back to the Temple of Bahamut to see Dimitri and Sir Wyatt, or you're probably going to go to the pet store first, right? To pay your buddy.
So do we know of someone like already kind of on our team who could identify these items, or do we have to try and find somewhere in town where we can get someone to identify them for us?
There's no other wizards that are in the town, but
So I didn't know if maybe at the potion shop there'd be a chance.
Yeah.
well, I mean, to make the potions, you do have to have some magical
ability.
repartee, and so they may be able to identify them for
Okay,
you.
so we go up to.
Okay, so I feel like so this could give me a couple of different things. You know what?
Can I just?
Sure.
So
What?
so who's the leader's name again? I forgot.
Sir
Doc
Wyatt?
of the Musketeers?
No.
Sir Wyatt.
Sir Wyatt?
No.
Dimitri.
Yeah, Dimitri. So we go up there. We explain how I killed the demon. How I killed the demon, and
Well, it's true. She did
I
kill the
paralyzed-
demon.
he was.
If I didn't paralyze
He was opening the portals.
Galaxy pretty much killed everyone else in the alley, though.
He was opening.
that fireball.
Yeah, but the demon would have caused a bunch of trouble.
You're very right about that.
And he.
Galaxy did
But
hold
I-
it.
but I
Galaxy
did-
did hold it down for you.
He's been opening up these portals with these stones, and we hand it. Dave hands.
And I'll pull out the stones when she brings them up and show them to him and say, "Careful, they're hot."
He takes them from you. He's like, "Thank you, and thank you so much for stopping
I think
the
there's.
demons in the portals."
But I think there
We're
might.
musketeers.
I
It's
think
what we
there
do.
might still be portals because two of them got away, and they might have still had stones. So there might be.
I'll make sure Sir Wyatt knows about this, and because of all your help, there'll be some extra rewards for all of you, and we'll do that next time. Well, I'll let you
Nice.
roll. I'll let you roll on a treasure hoard table, see how much gold and magical items that you get
That's
from it.
fun.
No, maybe she could
That's
ask for a
fun.
baby elephant.
No, wait, no, but no.
She already got.
She's
the gold
got that
for
all
the baby-
buttoned up.
baby
I know,
elephant.
and we have to wait a month.
Yep.
Oh, guys, how about we camp out here to wait for my baby elephant?
So, but there's one other thing there's something that I want to describe for you because we'll do the rolls for next time because that's always fun to see what kind of magical items that you
Yeah.
get. But outside of the Temple of Bahamut, you see something off in the
pet store.
distance. You see a pet store. So the Temple of Bahamut is up on a hill inside the city. So it's got a great vantage
I
point
pulled Mr. Bokbok out.
on seeing Miam, and you could see out into the ocean and out into the coast of where the
very
city is at. And there's a pinpoint, a bright white light catches your eye.
Portal.
It's something far away but moving fast into the sky. A flickering star slowly moving up from the blue of the ocean and against the blue of the sky. Then there's another one, just above the horizon, slightly to the left of the first one. The second flickering star climbs up chasing the first. And then there's a third, a fourth, two more going up in parallel. This is when you realize that the first point of light is gone, disappeared somewhere high in the heavens. Your eyes come back down, and you see at least a dozen stars moving slowly up into the heavens. More and more join them from the horizon, and more disappear out of view. Then, it dawns on you. On the horizon, you can barely make it out at this distance. You see the bump of a landmass that breaks up the smooth, curved line of the horizon. You are facing south. This piece of land barely visible off the shore of Miam is the island of Atlantis, and the source of these flickering stars, shooting up to join the real stars in the
The
sky.
lost city of Atlantis.
Yes. Dungeons & Dragons & Daughters is a proud member of the Black Party Podcast Network. Check out our other shows such as the Dungeon Masters Block, the GM Showcase, Geek Wars, and more.